The other big news was this Judge Mershon sentences Donald Trump to an unconditional discharge. So there's no time for President Donald Trump to serve. But what this does is it gives these left-wing lunatics the opportunity now to call Donald Trump a felon. Judge Mershon was part of this big, elaborate election interference plot against President Donald Trump. So now you have the lefters taking a victory lap today, celebrating the fact that, we get to call, this is their big prize. We get to call Donald Trump a convicted felon, even though he's serving no time, even though the whole case was all bullshit. So this guy, 30-something felonies and all this stuff, and he gets an unconditional discharge. The whole thing, we know what it was. We know what it was all about. These guys were persecuting their political enemy. And then they have the nuts out of one side of their mouth. They say, yay, Donald Trump's a convicted felon. And on the other side of their mouth, they're saying he better not go in there and seek vengeance and revenge on his political enemies. You don't get to get it both ways. You don't. Now, here's what I'll tell you for these people on the left. Judge Mershon and everyone that tried to bring these charges, all these DAs that were involved in this, the lunatic down in Atlanta, only Fannie Willis and Alvin Bragg and all these, Letitia James, all these people that were involved in this, all they did was help President Donald Trump win the election in a landslide. That's what they really did. And now what are they really doing? By giving him this title of convicted felon. What do you think they're doing? You think this is going to make Donald Trump just less likely or more likely to go after these people that persecuted him? What do you think? They're pouring fuel on the fire, and this man in 10 days is going to get the keys to the White House and be sitting in the Oval Office. The smart thing for Judge Mershon to do would have been to dismiss the case and say, you know what? We tried to stop President Donald Trump from running for president. We failed. We lost, and we're sorry. That would have been the honorable thing for that guy to do. To get up there, admit, listen, this is what we were trying to do. We didn't want Donald Trump to get in there. We were paid to go against him. He could have did the marks. Maybe Mershon should go on Joe Rogan today. Maybe Mershon should go on and say, you know what? The Biden administration made me do it. The Biden administration told me we had to bring these charges against President Donald Trump. And it's not my fault. But this guy's the one that decided, instead of dismissing the case and doing the right thing, he was going to sentence President Donald Trump. Now, the Supreme Court could have stopped that whole thing, too. But unfortunately, Amy Coney Barrett sided with the Democrats and the liberal judges, and they made the sentencing happen. Another disgrace. But regardless of that, you can't get to pass judgment and a sentence for a crime that the president did not commit and then turn around and say he better not seek any retribution because you people have no idea what is coming starting January 20th. What you put this guy through, you think for a second he's ever going to forget about it? You think for a second that all of his supporters are ever going to forget about it? You're crazily mistaken. And again, I talked to Kash Patel about this while it was happening, and this guy Mershon is so steeped in corruption with his daughter that Kash Patel was asking for the House GOP to subpoena this guy, subpoena his daughter for what was going on. Here was Kash's take at the time.
Where are the subpoenas for the judge in this case? And I just put up a post, and I'm sure people are going to say, oh, it's controversial. Tampering with the jury is illegal in every state and every federal jurisdiction across this land. If you intentionally give a jury unlawful guidance, you are tampering with the jury to seek a political outcome. Where are the subpoenas for the judge in this case for his daughter's money bin that she has created to the tune of tens of millions of dollars? And oh, by the way, this judge is married to a lady who worked for Letitia James herself. So where are the House Republicans sending these subpoenas, finding out how much of our taxpayer money was being utilized? Yes, state prosecutors use federal taxpayer dollars as well. And I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one witness testify. What happens if these House Republicans just would send Judge Mershon a subpoena? What is he going to do? Not show up?
That's the incoming FBI director right there, Kash Patel. And he knows how corrupt this entire Department of Justice system is. And this is what makes you get a little bit of apprehension about this inauguration coming up. They took every single tool out of the shed to stop this guy. And they failed at every single level to stop him. He beat them all. And now he's going to come walking back into town with a whole new outlook on Washington, D.C. They know the jig is up, and shit's about to hit the fan for a lot of these people, and a lot of these people will do anything now. They are desperate. The most dangerous person that you could ever go up against is somebody that has nothing to lose. And these people now in D.C. have nothing to lose. They've tried everything, and now their whole bullshit is about to be exposed. All of it. And so now they are more dangerous than they've ever been. So we pray for President Donald Trump. We pray that the truth will come out, and we pray that these people will serve time or the proper punishment for the crimes they've committed against Donald Trump and against the American people. And so we are just, as I said, we're just 10 days away from the inauguration. I'll be down there myself. It's going to be a great moment in history, and I'm going to continue to cover all this stuff as it comes down the pipeline. So today, Juan Mershon, should he be subpoenaed? Should we continue to go after this guy? Yes or no? What say you? Put it in the comment down below. Have a good weekend.
You're listening to the Alec Lake Show. The future is family.